St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome back to St. Pat's, all part of the ongoing live coverage, courtesy of Universal Media Inc. or the Charlottetown PEI, as we bring you a must-win game between Team Ontario and Team Alberta, both entering this game with a record of 1-2. Alongside Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers. Great to have you along, our third and final broadcast of the day, as we try to determine who's going to advance and who might not be in this game here this afternoon. So it's a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, nobody wants to finish last in their pool at all.
And then have to be forced to take on, in a crossover, a top team from the other pool, Pool B, which is being contested out in Mount Pearl.
Bottom line is, we want to finish as high up in the standings as possible. And of course, for Pool A, that recognition goes to BC, who have now officially finished the tournament at 3-1 after 4 games.
And Bill, they were full marks for that as well. Dylan Meyer with a brilliant 2-hitter to give BC the 2-0 win to clinch Pool A. And knock Saskatchewan down to 2-2, but you got to believe they're still alive.
Yeah. Well, a win for either Alberta or Ontario moves them up to 2-2, and that ties them with the second and third place team in this pool, Quebec and Saskatchewan, and there'll be tiebreakers in place. And they'll have tiebreakers on the schedule if need be. So no matter who wins this, there's going to be more baseball played. Just how much will depend on how much success they'll find on the field.
And we will find out who will be advancing as we follow that from afar, as we're at Munn doing basketball for the next 3 days starting tomorrow. But we'll be back in the air chair here with Universal Media Inc. on Saturday for the bronze medal game at 3 and the gold medal game at 7. Then Sunday night, 7 o'clock, history in the making. Women's baseball, yahoo, good stuff. And Newfoundland, Labrador, and British Columbia in a full-scale production broadcast hosted by Luke Mutch and Robbie Doherty. The Charlottetown Bros. And Bill and I will have the call on the English side. And I'm sure Lejean and Lynn will be handling the French. We'll find out. But nevertheless, here we go as we settle in here for this vital game for both teams. Alberta is the home squad, and the center fielder, number 7, Will Henderson, will lead off for Ontario.
Will Henderson, of course, team affiliated with the Fieldhouse Pirates. His goal for the game? Simple. Win. All he wants to do is win.
Sorry, I almost lost my gator 0.
I mean, you love it when
And
a
it's
player's
grape.
rule.
I can't lose my grape.
Goals are simple.
Yeah.
I just want to win. He doesn't want to
perfect.
be the best player on the team. He doesn't want to lead the league in home runs or the tournament in RBIs. He just wants to win. And his dad is his personal role model because his dad used to play. And Will says he's been playing since he was in diapers. So that's pretty early. Well, if you see your dad do stuff as a kid that age, of course you want to be like dad.
So Callum Anderson is on the hill for Team Alberta. Still smarting from their setback this morning. As a couple pigeons make their way toward the broadcast location. Sorry, Beta, we have no food for you. Get out of here.
Maybe they're special
And
guests.
please, don't drop anything on the way. So let's play ball here this afternoon. Hot, hazy, with a breeze blowing the flags in center field, and the first pitch is up. Tony Siemens behind the plate here for this vital game for both clubs. Phil McGee's down at first, and James Lyles is on the third base line. Here's a pitch outside, 2-0.
Another beautiful day for ball and just a slight breeze. Still hot, though. Some vocal fans in attendance today.
That's in there. Anderson taking all the way, 3-1. And he'll draw a walk. Irataka stepping in, the left fielder, Christian by name, number 18. Irataka's batting from the left side.
He's quite the ball player, too. Won the MVP for the Toronto Mets program last year. And last year, won varsity baseball MVP at St. Mike's College School.
Look to make something happen here as he takes the first pitch strike. First time we saw Ontario earlier in the week. They beat Quebec 7-2, so this is a good ball club. And they're off and running. There's the pitch. That throw sailing into center field. Oh, was cut off beautifully by the second baseman. Looked like it was headed to no man's land out there, Bill, and would allow the runner to get around to third. But a heads-up play by the second baseman.
Even if that throw was dead on, I don't think they would have caught him. This guy, number 7, had a great jump. Yeah, Will's got some wheels.
Owen Kumon wanted to get that away as quickly as possible. It just, we're so sweltering hot, it been a little bit slippery. But a good defensive play, as I mentioned, about the second baseman. Dane Liskey got over there to stop a potential error. So Ontario runner in scoring position. That's a pitch that's down and away. So Ontario threatening here in the top of the first. We foul down the third base line. Heads up, folks.
And one of our young volunteers in charge of gathering those balls is making the sprint down to try to find that.
If this was Kitchener, they'd be getting the ball and probably going for.
That's what they do.
Instead of Marsburg.
Kitchener Waterloo. I think it's the Panthers, the name of the ball team.
Potential
believe
steal of
this?
third and in there quickly.
Another stolen base for Will Henderson. He is on fire today, and that's a bad choice of words to use this day and age.
Yes,
but boy,
it is. Hey, so it got used. Yes. He did use it. He said Will Henderson's on fire today. He said that's a bad word to use.
But Will is hot. He is hot. He is flying.
Hot. There's a ball cranked out to center field. This should be deep enough for a sacrifice fly with the wheels that Henderson's got. He's going to
Great base
pull-up
running.
slide and score the first run for Ontario here in the top of the first inning. Well, speed kills, and that's probably another good euphemism as well, but it's true.
Yeah.
And Henderson did it all by himself and then got a good at-bat.
Well, remember now, Will did say he's been playing since he was in diapers, so
Mario Taka's
doing this for a while.
That's right. So the second baseman, Ramsey Chung, steps in to take his cuts here. Callum Anderson looking in for the side. Here's the line, the pitch, it's inside.
Ramsey hails from Mississauga.
Mississauga right now, what is the fourth largest city? Fifth largest city
I know
in
it
Canada?
continues to grow.
Big cut there, came up empty. Well, Mississauga is massive. I mean, you're leaving when we used to leave, and the Pearson Airport on the way to Hamilton or down to Rochester, Syracuse.
That's right.
Central New York run of the American Hockey League. Mississauga's got its own skyline that makes a lot of cities look like a village.
Yeah.
Of course, you're part of the largest metropolitan area in the entire country in the GTA. There's going to be, what, 6 million there?
Mississauga is also home of one of the most bizarre structures you'll see, the Twisted Sisters, they call them.
But they're so cool. And
They
there's
are.
a ball cranked pretty good. Oh, to left field. Gobbled up for the second out. Ontario striking early here in a 1-0 lead. Thanks in part to their center fielder with a great set of wheels, number 7, Will Henderson. Got aboard and stole his way to third, and then came in to score on a sac fly. Sac fly by Christian Ariatakis. Anderson's delivery, little inside. Gabe LaRocque is in the on-deck circle. Oval bat next. That's tight. Chung gets out of the way of that heater in tight and runs the count 2-0.
How's Gabe LaRocque is in there now? Number 8.
That's a strike.
Gabe used to some cooler temperatures as well, like we are here in this province. He's from Zilda, just outside Sudbury.
Yep.
Home of that big giant nickel.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Cold up there. Ooh, that's over his head. Anderson may have lost his grip on that. I mean, it is hot.
And just so people across the country know, we are not used to temperatures like this on consecutive days.
All punched down to third. Nice hop there, and he'll get it over in time to end the inning, but not before Ontario put one up. It's their first hacks of this ball game, with both teams needing a victory to move on or at least stay alive here in Pool A. So 1-0 Ontario after half an inning of play.
Live streaming from personal devices is not permitted. To watch all the action, visit CanadaGames.ca/watch and tune in to the official live stream.
I want to acknowledge our crew here today at St. Pat's. They deserve it. And they're doing a fabulous job under the direction of producer Curtis Cujo McDonald, Cam Chick, our own TJ Cook, and Gord Johnson in the truck, and 3-4 tremendously skilled camera people as well.
Oh, yeah, we're getting some great views of this game today. That's Brian Rogers singing right now. He grabbed a guitar and a microphone and away he goes.
Sorry, I can't hear you. The music's too loud here on either side of the broadcast location.
You shouldn't have said anything.
My head's spinning like Beetlejuice.
I wonder how many people would have believed. Wow, he's a great singer.
Sorry, Will, I want to be able to confer with you, but I can't hear you.
That's okay.
And it's not because our headsets aren't jacked to maximum volume like we like it, but the music's just too doggone loud.
We are very close to the speaker.
Well, yeah, they're on either side. Trying to make a phone call here when you have to. Good luck. Dua Lipa or Bruno Mars.
Don't get us wrong. We enjoyed it when the YMCA was playing earlier.
So Rogan Rivard will lead off for Alberta here in the bottom of the first. Center fielder wearing number 9 for Team Alberta, trailing 1-0 after half an inning. And this is our final game in Pool A of the men's preliminary baseball competition from St. Pat's Ballpark. So Rivard steps in.
We mentioned earlier that his dad has played some professional ball. He pitched AAA in Oklahoma and Indianapolis. So I'm sure his dad taught him a few tricks of the trade.
Oh, I'm sure he did. You say he pitched?
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mr. Rivard told a young Rogan, be a position player, don't pitch. Especially if he was really good, and it sounds like he was, Mr. Rivard, as we get maybe in a little equipment malfunction. But you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
I mean, being a pitcher is not easy.
It is not, no.
No, I mean, you know, a lot of teams are relying on you, and if it's not in your makeup, well, you're probably better off playing somewhere else, but that's a tough chore.
He's had some success in the past.
As a pitcher?
Yeah. Well, no, Rogan himself as a batter, he hit a double and 2 home runs in one game. So
that's a big
he would love to get some of that
afternoon.
hotness back onto the that stick of his.
See what he can do here with the count 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Big swing like a big leaguer there.
Logan Cummins getting the start here for Team Ontario. And Cummins has a 1-0 lead with one away here in the bottom of the first. It almost hit him. Shortstop Cone Miller stepping in for Alberta. He cranks one up in the air into left field. And the left fielder will call off the center fielder, who was over there to back him up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away here in the top of the second inning, with Ontario leading 1-0.
He got under that pitch. And again, you have to, those who are viewing from home, the wind is swirling. The flag's out in center field, definitely facing towards the left. That ball can get tricky for those outfielders.
Indeed. Hopefully now the winds will start to subside somewhat in the forecast for those firefighters, both male and female, and all the help we're getting from elsewhere to quell some of the damage as things are getting dicier by the hours, and we're not trying to be alarmist as a base hit is grounded into right field. Off the bat, Dane Liskey, the second baseman, but you catch my drift. What I'm trying to say is the wind is a huge factor in this coming out of the south. I think southwest maybe at 50 kilometers an hour, so that's not helping those wildfires at all. Anyways, back to the game, but it's just it's
that base hit just getting under the arm of Ramsey Chung there at second base. Didn't miss it by much.
One on, two out in the top of the second inning. Zach McDonald, the first baseman, awaits the delivery. Yeah, thank you. The heat, right? Every time I make a mistake, even the truck knows now. The heat. Ball. Crack there. So we are in, yes, the bottom of the first. Thank you very much. Ball come flying across. And here's the pitch. Swung on a miss.
Zach McDonald, another player that's been starting this sport at a very young age, 16 years of age. He's been playing for 12 years. You know, most kids that age, you pick up one of those old Fisher-Price bats, and who knows where it'll take you.
So tied, 2-2. That breeze felt good there, just coming in. Crank foul, and no to play. Two balls, two strikes, two outs, one aboard, bottom of first. I'm not trying to rush this game by saying it was top of second.
It's the heat.
Swing and a miss. And fired up is the Ontario starter, Logan Cummins, as he racks to the strikeout to end Alberta's bottom of the first. So Ontario leads 1-0 as we step aside for a timeout here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
2025 Canada Games gear is available for sale at our merchandise kiosks in games venues across the city of St. John's. Be sure
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
All right, welcome back. Here we are. It's Brian Rogers and Bill Hart and another beautiful day. Lots of sunshine, and we alluded to this a few moments ago. Another hot one, which is not very common for summers in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, but for baseball at the Canada Games, we'll take it.
Well, the weather's been spectacular from that standpoint for the first 3 days of competition. Of course, pretty nice for all of when the teams are coming in here, preparing for the opening ceremonies on Saturday night at the Mary Brown Center.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about the weather. I mean, we might get stretches, but not like 2 weeks in a row.
No,
wow, that's unheard of. And that is showing you climate change. There's a ball hit hard, but right on the screws out to right field. And it's gathered in for the first out. By the right fielder, Darryl Rodriguez. Only had to take a couple of steps to his right to get over and haul that one in. So one away for Team Ontario with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. And a pitch just inside.
Lincoln Rose from Peterborough, Ontario.
The third baseman. Well, you think of Peterborough, you think of the Petes.
I always do. Love those jerseys.
great players came out of Peterborough, played there in the OHL days.
Ty Domi.
Well, that's your boy, huh? Ty used to be here all the time. The Baby Leafs. And you know what? Ty was one of the only Leafs when we'd be on the road. I remember in particular Pat Quinn and Ty Domi, two of my favorites from that era, showing up at the Spectrum in Philadelphia to watch the Baby Leafs beat the Philadelphia Phantoms. I had Pat Quinn behind me for the first period. Take more in a second. Swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. They're going to need to get it down, and they will. 2 away. Anyways, just a quick little story, and it's not baseball. We'll get back to it, but it was a nice story because when I happened to just turn, and back in the old Spectrum, they hit a brick wall where the media was and the broadcast locations were, and in behind was for the VIPs, and I just happened to lean back to take a break, and I noticed the presence of somebody behind me, and I looked back. Oh, my heart started racing. Here was Pat Quinn. We'll get back to it in a second.
Wow.
It's in there for a strike. Anyways, I had to find the courage to write on a piece of paper, Mr. Quinn, would you please join me for a live interview in our first intermission? I'd be truly honored. Brian Rogers. So ball fouled off, and within about, I'm going to say 30 seconds, I got a tap on the back. The note was handed to me, and I opened it up. Mr. Quinn said, I'd be truly honored to join you in the broadcast, Brian, because I enjoy listening to you, and I'd love to join you. Pat
Wow.
Quinn. And I still have that note to this day. He was my favorite. The big Irishman with a heart of gold, and got the most out of his players by simply looking at them.
Yes, I've heard those stories too.
But a gentleman like you would not believe. God rest Pat Quinn. One of the best of all time. Back to baseball. Foul back. First baseman, Clark Heimbecker. His team leading 1-0.
Out of Guelph, Ontario.
Chopped out to short. Nice flip across the diamond, and that's it for Ontario here. In the top of the second. They don't push anything across, but they've already got one on the board. And they have a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second with Alberta coming to the plate. You're viewing live coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up! Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Just letting the broadcast breathe a little bit as we get a nice little breeze in here. And once again, the music. I want to make sure everybody in the ballpark hears it. Let me hear way down to the beer tender concessions here at St. Pat's, and there you go. Mercy. Turn the master.
We're getting down with our bad self.
Come down with your master volume. Probably look at it and say, what are you talking about? That's those are radio technical terms.
Right.
I'm sure for Universal Media Inc. as well.
Daryl Rodriguez from Red Deer, Alberta, up to the plate.
He got almost struck there. Did you hear something there when he stepped back?
That's what I was wondering. I was waiting for the umpire to get a call.
I thought home plate Tony Siemens. I thought that he got a piece of it too, but That ball's cranked.
Wow.
Hit a long way back out to straightaway center and gone. A home run for Alberta. And they tie the game at 1-1, and that was hit hard.
Daryl Rodriguez, no stranger to power hits like that, and here he goes.
Number 36 got out of it. He hustled out of the box. He wasn't sure it was going to carry, and as you see in the great replay, he knew it then and there, and his teammates exploded. So 1-1. That's a huge hit for Alberta's confidence after losing this morning.
You're absolutely right.
Cummins delivers strike one.
Oh, and another player from Red Deer. You're right, what you said earlier, Red Deer producing some players.
Oh, yes. Catcher Owen Kumont, left-handed batter, and he's going to punch it out to short. Getting down the line in a hurry, but he's not going to be able to get there. And there's two down. Matthew Getz will step in next, the third baseman, number 19.
Number 19, given to Executive Matthew Getz.
Got a medicine hat. And we're still throwing hockey analogies around over the Tigers.
Well, there you go. And I'm sure most fans that are watching baseball are hockey fans, so I don't think that we're stepping over. We're not going to saturate it, but yeah, I'm just born that way. Right. I'm a hockey lifer, and I can't help it.
Matthew has a little bit of experience playing in tournaments like this. He participated in the Alberta Summer Games in 2023.
All hit down the left field line, and it is foul. And that was very close to busting up some chalk there when it came down. I want to acknowledge our crew here this afternoon for Universum Media Inc., led by our producer Curtis Cujo McDonald, Cam Chick, our own TJ Cook, and Gord Johnston in the truck. And some very, very skilled people, along with they, on the cameras, led by the big dog, Quentin Fisher, Travis Perot, and Lloyd McDonald, and our remote gal who's all over the ballpark, Nicole Mazur. So keep up the great work. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we're having a blast working with you, believe you me. And I hope that we have more games to do together, Cujo's crew, in the harness racing truck here at St. Pat's. Outstanding work. Swing and a miss, big cut. Alex Matchy, the designated hitter.
His personal role model, his older brother Eric, who's also an excellent ball player, plays shortstop, plays at a D1 college in the U.S. right now. And he says his brother's always been a strong leader who supports him, his family, and his teammates as well.
Goes a long way without saying. Matchy looking at a 1-1 pitch. It's outside. Kane Bishop, left fielder, on the on-deck circle for Ontario, or for Alberta, pardon me. Two strikes.
It's the heat.
I'm not taking a bender at the knees, and you're taking over. Crank foul.
Matthew is a great player to have on your team because he enjoys the game. He loves the fun of it all. And when you love the game, you have fun playing it, it's not work.
Hard hit ball down to third, but a good convenient hop for the third baseman for Ontario. Reels it in and hums it across the field to get the out. Nice work there by Lincoln Rose. That'll do it for Alberta here in the second inning. They tied the score in a long home run and tied at 1 here, the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Welcome back. Getting set to begin the third inning at the 2025 Canada Games men's baseball between Ontario and Alberta, both sporting 1-2 records right now. Could really use a win to get a little further up in those Pool A standings. Increased chances of playing some of those medal rounds momentarily. Beautiful day here in St. John. Sunshine, blue sky above St. Pat's Ballpark. A bit of a breeze, too, with the wind swirling towards the left. Brian Rogers, the play-by-play.
Bill just trying to do us a solid and get our friend Alex to turn the master down on the tunes, and he did just that for us. So we should be good the rest of the way. Strike poured in there. Callum Anderson on the mound for Alberta, the 1-1 tie here in the top of the third. Daryl Rodriguez's massive home run to right center has tied the ball game for Alberta. Both teams in a must-win situation at 1-2 here in Pool A.
Kai Howard out of Toronto. I'm sure he's seen his fair share of Blue Jays games.
The ball hit to center. Is it going to fall? It is going to be caught. Great job. That's a lot of range out there. That was well done. I mean, just check out this coverage. To track down that fly ball, he came all the way from his second base position and got out into center field to make the catch. That's awesome work.
Yeah. And again, those winds are swirling. It makes those catches a little more tricky than usual.
1-1 tie, top of 3, one away. Rip foul off the screen. They'll get a chance a little later on next break we go to. We should see what's going on out at the Pearl, out at the Gushu Complex in Pool B, maybe just to get an idea of
we'll have some
who
updates
might
for you
possibly have
yeah.
clinched first in the B. That's a strike.
Juan Cruz credits his dad as being his role model, the one responsible for getting him interested in this game.
Take a ball. Tony Siemens behind home plate for this integral tilt for both teams. Phil McGee at first, and James Lyles is down at third. Hit hard. Tough play. Shortstop gunning, and that's safe. Yeah,
he made it.
My call too. That was close. Man, that ball was hit hard. It glanced off the Alberta third baseman as we'll hopefully get a chance. And there's the throw across, and yeah, he's definitely safe, but just by a toe.
Number 7, Video set, Will Henderson.
So here is the speedy center fielder, Will Henderson, William, who manufactured a run pretty much on his own to give Ontario a 1-0 lead in the contest. Callum Anderson gets the sign. Check on the runner at first. Down and in. Anderson. 1-1.
Caleb Anderson on the mound for Alberta. His pitchers are his heroes. Clayton Kershaw. That's a good one.
What a career for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Throw over again one more time. Keep him honest.
And earlier this year, back in April, Gallen pitched a perfect game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Wow. He's got a great move to first.
Doesn't he, though?
I was going to say, no wonder he was perfect. I love a pitcher's got confidence, and if he goes over there again, he might get him. Almost caught him leaning. Almost. Great move to first.
Seems like Alberta is sensing he's on the run.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that the batter, if he gets on, if that ball finds the outfield grass or is hit sharply through the infield, you know where Henderson's going to end up. Probably be on first. We shall see. There's the pitch way outside. Big save by the Alberta catcher as he stretched Gumby-like across to get that. Owen Kumon. Good work. Sure that Callum Anderson is extremely happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a free pass for Cruz to get down to second. He could have cruised. That's down and away as well. Dangerous count here now at 3-1 with the leadoff hitter, the center fielder Will Henderson. Taking a look. And there he goes, and they're not going to be able to get the throw, nor will it matter because he draws ball 4.
You have to believe even if they did throw, he was already
getting him. Now, he wasn't able to get much of a jump, but you can tell he's quick, and he was off on the pitch, obviously. And Henderson took the walk, and now runners at first and second with one away here. And that's going to bring up Christian Ariakakis. I think I've got that right. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Sounded right to me.
Ariakakis with the sac fly to give Ontario the 1-0 lead, their first run and only run so far, as we are tied at 1. Ball hit hard out to center. On the run, it's going to drop in. BC will have runners on the bases. 3, 2, and 1. They're juiced here on the line drive base hit by the number 2 hitter. And Christian gets himself a base hit to go with a sac fly in the first inning. Ariakakis, and here's Ramsey Chung stepping in. Bill, I believe. I got it right.
No, it's Gabe LaRock.
Oh, sorry. That was... Okay, I just totally botched that. Thank you. Don't be scared. If I make a mistake, jump in and just correct me, please. There's a ball.
Well, look at that.
And that is short hop. They're going to come home. Here's the throw, and there's a collision at the plate. The ball gets by the Alberta catcher. The run will score. And he had to have trapped that, it looks like.
I'll tell you
Did
this,
they give him the catch?
I would not be surprised if the Alberta coaches are going to see if he left early or not.
My question is, did he get a piece of it?
I guess the umpires got a better view.
So they continue to be full here.
Because he took off and then he came back again, and then the question of him whether or not he left early. But looks like the umpires have
and they're
seen everything.
Scoring that an error, that's got to be on the throw because they certainly shouldn't be giving an error to the left fielder for that gallant effort to try to get to that ball. And the umpires moving about. We got 1 out, 2 out. What happened? I wish we could. So I think that was a catch. Jean, did you see that? Was he able to get to that? So that was a catch. So the 2 outs. Okay, the scoreboard did not indicate that. I wish they would have picked that up quicker. We would have, no offense, but that would have been nice. So yeah, that's a sacrifice fly. Here's what it is. And Ontario has the lead. Fouled off down the first base line. Well, this is the the first time I'm starting to doubt myself a little bit here. I'm totally confused here. I think
we all are. I mean, it's hard to tell if that ball was caught. Was it caught on a bounce?
Well, the runner would have went back to tag, which he would have.
He did.
So that was a sac fly, and he scored. Mm-hmm. I didn't see another runner score. After that, they've got 2 up on the board, showing 3-1. John, I'm looking to you, my man, because you've covered baseball a long time, and I'm a rookie at this, so it's
fixed now. Yep, it's 2-1.
Thank you.
Scoreboard fixed. See, Brian, you're fine.
Rounded foul.
Gabe Larocque plays for the Sudbury Voyageurs. 10 years playing ball. Credits his parents, who were also very active in baseball and softball. He was also Athlete of the Year in grade 9 and 10.
Catcher for Team Ontario. And a ball ripped down the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to plate at least 2. That's a huge hit for Gabe Larocque as he will produce a 2-run double. And Ontario is busting out here in the top of the 3rd.
The folks in Sudbury are so proud of him right now.
Number 4, you look at Aiden Vivaldi.
Aiden Vivaldi really wants to go to a very prestigious college. He's got the skills as a player, but he was also on the honor roll past 2 years.
So what are you saying? He's a smart cookie?
He's a smart cookie and an athletic one at that.
Hit hard to the second baseman. And they will get the 3rd out, but not before Ontario piles on 3 and leads 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here. The final preliminary game here of men's baseball from St. Pat's Ballpark, all part of the 2025 Canada Summer Games from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Welcome back to men's baseball at the 2025 Canada Games. We're in the middle of the 3rd. Ontario up Looks like 4-1 now. Earlier scores over at the Team Gushu Sports Complex to pass along. PEI shutting out Nova Scotia 4-0, and Manitoba 8-3 winners over New Brunswick. Looks like Nova Scotia finishing at 2-2. PEI Newfoundland a little bit later on. And that will determine the seedings for Pool B. But for now, we're trying to figure out who is going to not finish at the bottom of the Pool A standings here between Ontario and Alberta. It's Brian Rogers and Bill Hart with you. Kane Bishop getting set to walk out over to the plate for Alberta.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Alberta, le premier frappeur de la fin de la troisième manche pour l'Alberta, number 20, numéro 20, Kane Bishop.
So Team Alberta with an uphill battle in front of them here. Bottom of the third. After Ontario put 3 on the board for a 4-1 advantage here in a must-win game for both teams. There's a swing and a miss.
Like a lot of the athletes here, Kane watched their dads playing as a kid.
Logan Cummins on the rubber. Or on Team Ontario. 4 runs and 4 hits, no errors. Alberta 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. And a ball that is fouled into the protective mesh and it'll drop down. And 2 goals. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There we go. Still a month away from the cue. And the heat.
Wow. You mentioned last inning, pitcher for Alberta. Owen Anderson pitched a no-hitter, a perfect game actually. He's not the only one. Pitching for Ontario, Logan Cummings also pitched a no-hitter in his young career.
Whoa, look out. Oh, goodness gracious, you've got to be paying attention. Wow.
Looks like everything is A-OK and everyone is all right.
That missed that young girl down there in the white by a fraction, and she is a lucky lady. Got to have your head up. I tell you that in the great game of shinny, but down here watching, got to be as well. Cummins emphatically fist bumps and celebrates the strikeout. So 1 down.
I'll tell you, Logan Cummings is a pitcher that's so fun to watch. Very animated, very passionate and emotional. You want the game to be fun, you need players like that.
A little bit high to the leadoff hitter, Rogan Rivard. See him? Point to himself?
That's right.
He said, that's on me, it's not a strike. But watch this one now. He's going to step off the rubber and go for a little stroll to the back of the mound. Oh, it's hot down there. Timeout called. Cummins back to the rubber. Ready for the 2-0 offering, and here it is. That's a called strike.
Rogan Rivard wants to perform at his highest level. He was also selected to be in the Future Stars Series, which is quite the honor.
I'll say. And you think, I think Future Star, there's a beautiful pitch. Man, he brought that. It was a bender, and he buckled his knees a little bit. And I think about Upper Deck all the time. We hear about the Future Stars.
That's right.
Back as a youngster,
I remember
collecting
those.
cards, baseball and hockey. funny. You think about all the money I probably spent on cards over the years, and then have all those binders downstairs in the den, and then look up and I asked my buddy Andrew Corbett of Maverick Sports and Collectibles, what are they worth, Andrew? And emphatically, not much.
Wow.
What a letdown, right?
Oh, man.
What a letdown.
What a thing to say when you're dreaming about a bigger house.
Yeah, he was being honest, man. He's a card guru. So Corbs knows what he's doing down here at Maverick.
I still have a bunch of baseball cards from when I was a kid. Cal Ripken's rookie card. Still have my hands on that.
Well, the one that I would still love to have would have been as a 5-year-old while in Summerside, PEI, visiting my aunt and uncle, Art and Dot Dunn, and I went to the store with Aunt Dot, and she bought me 3 packs of Topps baseball cards, and in my first package, about 3 cards in, was none other than Mickey Mantle.
Wow. Wasn't it so much fun, though, as a kid, opening up those packs of cards?
That got me so infatuated with baseball.
Yeah, no, it really did. You had a chance to really look at the stats, and then you look for those players on TV. I mean, that's how a lot of us kids growing up got into.
Yeah, and I mean, today's
it wasn't about the collecting; it was about the looking. And and you're looking at the cards. You had elastic bands around them, so you weren't looking to make them, perfect mint condition.
Yeah. Well, I'll be quite honest, I do the Tim Horton ones, and I've done that for the last 8 sets for my granddaughter, and they're beautiful sets. And they're not all that worth all that much, but it's just they're beautiful in those great binders. Pitch outside. But yeah, I was hooked. I loved it. But you get to a point when they start putting the inserts in, it just gets a little bit out of hand, because then you start searching and you're trying to trade, and if you need a card, it might cost you $50. And today it's, line back up the middle as Alberta get the bats going here, and they need to in the bottom of 3. Man, that didn't miss Cummins by much, hey? That was hit right back up the middle.
He had to be quick.
Did he ever? But yeah, leave the card thing alone. But man, I'm sure many of these young men and women that are here, depending on what sports they're in, but I'm sure they're collectors too.
Mm-hmm. But back when we were collecting cards, nobody was selling anything for 50 or 100 or 150 bucks. It was, you trade with your friends,
Yeah,
and
if you had traders, you trade off, and you had the guy 2 or 3 times, they went in your bicycle spokes. That's what I did.
That is so correct.
High pop behind the plate and caught. Bit of a tough out there for number 2 for Team Alberta. That's a bit frustrating as they have runners at first and second. And obviously you need a hit here. They get them back into it.
Number 40, Nino Canada.
Here's Zach McDonald, first baseman for Team Alberta. Cummings delivering a strike. Starting to get the body English of Tony Siemens, the home plate umpire down pat.
Somebody's having a good time in the stands.
I'll say. It's rather incoherent, but must be having fun. Or just a gravelly voice.
Or he's being stomped on by a moose.
Cut there, coming up empty. Logan Cummings wants to rear back here. See what he'll go to in his artillery. He's up 0-2 with 2 down and 2 on. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit up, and he wanted that call.
Yes, he did.
But Tony Siemens said, not yet, Logan. And now we get chat going on between the bench boss for Ontario and the first base umpire. Philip McGee down at first base. James Lyles at third, and Tony Seaman behind the plate. Siemens, pardon me. There's the pitch well outside as Logan Cummins reared back, trying to get that strikeout pitch. Couldn't deliver it. Full count. So the runners will be off.
Zach McDonald, he was the Baseball Alberta Elite League's inaugural Rookie of the Year last fall. Seems like he has all the parts needed to be a successful ball player.
Oh, he's a big youngster. Well, that's the beauty of baseball too, right? You got some little Altuves and you got some Aaron Judges. And
that's right.
And at this age too, they're big. Some of them are small. There's a huge strikeout, and Team Ontario comes out, and the bumps are going on now. Hopefully they don't dislocate his shoulder. There's a lot of connection.
Don't get too excited, boys.
There. As Cummins mows him down, and we will head to the fourth with Ontario leading by a score of 4-1 from the 2025 Canada's Summer Games.
Welcome back. 2025 Canada Games men's baseball. Alberta and Ontario doing battle. Some final scores from earlier in case you missed it at the Team Gushue Sports Complex. PEI remaining perfect at 3-0 after shutting out Nova Scotia 4-0. They'll see if they can finish the preliminary round with a perfect record when they face Newfoundland and Labrador at 7 o'clock this evening. And Manitoba, A3 winners over New Brunswick. So as it stands right now, it's PEI, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, top three in this pool. Newfoundland and Labrador with a win over undefeated PEI could find themselves in a tie for fourth in this pool. So could get a little crunchy.
How about the PE Islanders, Bob?
Right?
I love that.
Playing good, solid ball.
Well, you know, Prince Edward Island has always been renowned for producing great athletes. And I think the success of the Charlottetown Faucets at many national tournaments kind of paved the way for a lot of the young PEI players. I know there's no men's softball team here. The ladies are here. Baseball, they're making a statement, and we're going to get a base hit here. They're going to try to turn the corner maybe. Nope, putting on the brakes is the leadoff hitter here. Lincoln Rose, the third baseman, who punches one the opposite way for a knock. And he's down to first here in the top of the fourth inning with a 4-1 lead.
Clark Heimbecker looks up to his older brother Jackson, who is now playing and studying post-secondary level, playing sports as well. Clark was also selected to play in the Canadian Premier Baseball League All-Star game for the past 2 years.
A very good young ball player.
Only 16.
First baseman. 16?
Yeah, and he's going to get
Still
better.
Got room to grow and place first. I'll take a hard ball, and I need a fastball. You can hear the snap of the mitt there. Some heat on it. It's up and away, and he's riding a perfect count for a hitter. 3-0. Got the green light. You betcha. here's the pitch, and that's in there.
Clark was also chosen for the Ontario youth team, and he says that's his biggest accomplishment so far. That's his biggest accomplishment, despite being on the playing in the All-Star game for the Canadian Premier Baseball League. This guy is used to winning.
Callum Anderson trying to come all the way back. He's got a 3-1 count here against a very dangerous hitter. And as Bill mentioned, winner. A pitch. That'll send him back to the dugout as he wasn't able to catch up with Anderson's heat. So the strikeout.
Number 9, Kai Power.
Kai Power, his role model, Josh Donaldson. Growing up in Toronto, he's probably seen him play live a number of times at the Rogers Centre.
Check on the runner back to second base. Crank for third. Looks the runner back to second, throwing down, and they got him. What a brilliant play by the third baseman for Alberta. Tried to see if he could get the Ontario runner leading, and he indeed did as he threw a perfect strike down. Watch this play. Great instincts. Look back. And hello. Ooh. See ya. Great work in the truck, gang. Camera work, truck work. Awesome. Universal Media, Inc., Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, showing you why they're here. Of course, with great help from Cujo and the gang from Ontario. And to all of the great Universum employees over the next 2 weeks, many who have never been here before that are enjoying themselves. They're working their fannies off. And they're involved in the searing heat, and they're trying to get venue to venue. And in my humble opinion, they're doing a spectacular all-around job. Here's a snap throw over to first, and that was a good look as Anderson keeps the base runner honest. The Ontario shortstop Juan Cruz in there now with 2 down and a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. Swung on and missed.
Juan Cruz definitely adding a speed element to this Ontario lineup.
We saw that earlier here on full display.
Kid loves to run.
Throw over one more time. Anderson's getting closer and closer over there.
Juan, like a lot of these other players, used to being on championship teams. Ontario Baseball Association champions, 2016, 2017, 2018. So he's been playing since he was a kid and winning since he was a very, very young kid.
He just took a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike from home plate umpire Tony Siemens. 1-2, 2 out, and 1 runner aboard. Ontario 4 and Alberta 1. It's inside, even the count of 2. Ontario 4 runs on 4 hits and no errors. Alberta 1 run, 3 hits, including the Darryl Rodriguez solo blast to right field. There's a ball chopped down to first base, and that'll do it. Alberta also playing errorless ball here in this must-win situation. And as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, they've got work to do, trailing by a score of 4-1. We'll step aside and be back with the bottom of 4 coming up next here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Welcome back. Bill Hart here, joined by Brian Rogers, sports broadcaster extraordinaire. We are in the middle of the fourth inning. It's a tight one. Ontario and Alberta both trying to get that victory to move them up in the standings just a little bit. Ontario holding a 4-1 lead. And once again, a beautiful day for baseball. Sunshine, blue skies, slight breeze to the left. An entertaining game, and of course, the fans in attendance are enjoying it as well.
Leading up the bottom of the fourth for Alberta, the Preliminaries rappel to la fin de la quatrième manche pour l'Alberta, number 36, difficult not cease, Daryl Rodriguez.
Daryl Rodriguez accounting for Alberta's only run so far with a home run to deep right field. Ontario with the 4-1 lead. Logan Cummins back to work. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Bill, I think you made that point. Cummins may be one of the more emotional pitchers that we've seen so far. And there's a ball hit really well. Back out to right field. Is it going to go again? And he's done it twice.
Wow.
Daryl Rodriguez goes yard. And Alberta cut the lead in half on another blast off the Red Deer native's bat. And he got all of it.
Man, if colleges are looking for a player, let's give you that name, Daryl Rodriguez. He has the skills.
Ontario are very well aware of him now, and Alberta's probably thinking, man, we got to get some runners on base when Rodriguez comes up again. So they're halfway there in a game they need to win. And that was the call, Jean. He's done it again. Although it took a while to make sure it went out. I've struggled mightily in that department here. There's a rocket, and that is into the gap out in left center. That's going to be at least 2. Yeah, he'll hold up there, and the ball spanked, and Alberta are on the bats here. As Owen Kumont, the catcher, drills a double into the gap. And here come Alberta.
Now we have a game.
Yes, indeed. And that's the way it should be here. Both teams battling, trying to advance. They're at 1-2, and they know, both teams, that they can ill afford another loss. And here comes the head coach for Team Ontario to the mound to talk to his young hurler, Logan Cummings, the emotional Logan Cummings. That was hit hard.
Just got to say, these Canada games have been absolutely amazing so far. Volunteers are doing a fantastic job. The fans are enjoying it. It's a great experience to see, some elite athletes from across the country. And we talked about players wanting to play at the collegiate level, but other events during this Canada games, we are looking at future Olympic athletes. Mm-hmm. It goes from representing your province. This is a great launching pad to representing your country in the future. So you never know who you are seeing. We'll probably see one of the next big baseball stars right here.
Well, U17, so give them a little bit of time, and the progress they're making, they're growing, getting bigger and stronger day by day, and If they've got skill, they're looking for a scholarship. They want to keep their studies up. They want to play pro. Rightfully so. Pitch outside. Alberta threatening here. In the bottom of the fourth, one already in. 4-2 Ontario. Nobody away. Runner at second. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Real healthy cut there by Matthew Getz. That's a strike. Oh, that hit it. Gonna take one for the team here.
Number 25, River White St. Alex Hatchie.
Alex Matchey stepping in, the designated hitter. And I'm sure his teammates are percolating down there. There's one swing of the bat, and if he hits it high and deep and far enough, that would get Alberta a lead. And I'm sure he's just going to take a pitch at a time and see what Cummins offers him and if he can go get it. Showed bunt of all things.
Well, you know, with no outs, not a bad idea at all.
I'm gonna reserve myself from trying to drop down a bunt right here. That's my own personal opinion. They're swinging the bats here now, so let's see if their designated hitter, and he's there for good reason, can deliver. Trying to throw off the Ontario defense, it would appear. Now he shows bunt, he did get it down. They're going to come to third, and they're not going to get him. Third baseman came off the bag, and the Alberta runner, well, that was gutsy, man. It worked out well. I just didn't think that's what we were going to see. However, having said that, you know much more than I would for sure. So Kane Bishop, or pardon me.
That was a fast play.
The left fielder is up there now with the bases loaded, and another trip to the mound for Team Ontario. And he's looking back, and he's going to go to the bullpen, it appears. William, I'll let you take over here, my man.
Just watching closely as Alberta's really showing signs of life here. And we've seen this a lot this tournament. You know, no lead is safe. I mean, if you rest in your laurels of a 3-4 run lead, they're going to get you. But this is what you want from the best young players from Ontario and the best young players from Alberta. And lots on the line here, even though they're both tied for last in this pool. A win will move them up further. And they definitely want to get to those medal rounds. Because we also said this too, that, you know, these teams that barely get in, maybe they find their stride. And all of a sudden they are beating the teams that are on the top of the Pool A and Pool B standings. We've seen some great pitching. We've seen some great hitting. Lots of speed. Entertaining baseball. So stand by with runners on second and third. Make that bases loaded. Runner on first is over there talking to his buddy on second base, like you would. But bases loaded, no outs, down by 2. Exciting times could be happening. Caleb Dupuis is on the mound now, taking some warm-up pitches. Taking over for Logan Cummings, who pitched a great game.
Now pitching for Ontario, number 5, Caleb Dupuis.
So here's Kane Bishop on the hot seat here with the bases full. Nobody out, and it's ripped into second. Back to first, and it looks like a double play.
is well executed. But you look at that scoreboard, the most important thing, that run crosses over. It's now a one-run ball game.
Wow, and the runner at third couldn't go anywheres. Bill, I just had a bit of a cramp there, but it seemed that it was hit a lot harder, but maybe it really is the heat right now.
Oh, yeah.
But they turned it nicely, and that's a big setback from Alberta now 2-0. Bases loaded, nobody away, and the worst thing possible. Wow, a line drive up the middle that was going to play the run. To no avail. Holy smoke, folks. Caleb Dupuis comes in and induces a ground ball for a double play, then flashes his own cowhide crab and steers that liner back up through the middle and keeps it a lead for Ontario.
Rogan Rivard's look on his face says it all. Even he was shocked. Check out this play.
Anyways, look at that.
He stands and goes, what?
Bummer. Well, Ontario is happy, and Alberta's got a lot to be happy about too, because they're back in this ball game. And that's what we want to see, a good tight one here when it matters the most, and we'll be back after this commercial timeout.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up! Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Pour découvrir toute la gamme de vêtements d'accessoires, rendez-vous dans notre boutique principale située au centre Bruno, au campus de l'Université de Montréal. Les articles sont fournis par Regatta Sport, fournisseur officiel des Jeux du Canada de 2025. Items provided by Regatta Sport, the official supplier of souvenir merchandise to the Canada Summer Games 2025. Leading off the top of the fifth for Ontario, le premier frappeur du début de la cinquième manche pour l'Ontario. Number 7, number 7, Will Henderson.
Will Henderson leading things off now as we head to the top of the fifth inning. And a broken bat single to left. And if you're looking for putting some speed on those bases, you've just done that with Will Henderson, showing us all game long that he is willing to steal a bag or two. Still two at the top of the game.
Oh boy, Billy, calling your first base hit, baby. Maybe a home run you want to try?
Yeah, look at that. Is that what that was?
Will Henderson shattering his back, but he got all of it and drilled it out into left field. So Alberta did pick up a pair and trail by one here in the top of the fifth. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I will, and a must win for both teams. That one is going to find a hole. Station to station they shall be. And they'll both hold up on another base hit.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do.
So Ramsey Chung's coming up, Bill, and he's down talking to his coach. So are we looking at a sacrifice bunt here? Or is he going to maybe give him a couple cracks and then let him swing away? We'll find out very shortly.
If I was a betting man, and I'm not, I would bet that
we're going
bunt
down
is
the
what's
first
going to
base line, Bill. First, third.
Oh,
now Alberta
meeting
wants
of the
to
minds
figure.
now.
They want to talk about it. I mean, this game looked like it was out of touch for them. Not that it was a huge deficit, but they finally got their bats going.
Well, they're changing the pitchers, it seems.
And is that going to do it?
Will Anderson is coming out.
Well, Callum did a real good job here against a very hard-hitting Ontario team. So he will work into the 5th, 4 complete innings of work for sure. And Alberta goes to the bullpen.
Can't blame the manager for wanting to put a fresh arm in, because the speed on the base pads.
Yeah. Whew. Well, they want to make sure they're on their toes here. All the infielders collaborating and the outfielders taking knees. You get that picturesque shot here on Universal Media Inc. Great camera work, as usual.
Trying to see the number on that Alberta pitcher. Looks like 43.
Gabe Fink, 33.
Tyson Kozowicz.
Oh, there is a 43, yeah, up here in the corner.
Yeah. Tyson Kamowicz. There we go.
Okay.
Calgary.
Great job by the PA announcer. Anticipating moving them up. 90 feet. First and second. Check on the runner, and here's the pitch. And he drops it down, and it's going to work to perfection to move the runners up. And kind of what I anticipated. I think many in the ballpark probably were on the same vibe.
Now things will really get interesting with first base open.
So Gabe Larocque will step in, the Ontario catcher, with an opportunity to add to their total, clinging to a 4-3 lead here in the top of 5 at St. Pat's in the final preliminary game. And he's going to get it done as it drops down in between the left fielder and the center fielder. 2 will score, and he'll hold up with a line drive 2-run double. And it's 6-3 Ontario.
Gabe Larocque doing it again. This guy knows what he's doing.
That ball was scorched. Aiden Vivaldi for Team Ontario. With Larocque down at second after delivering the goods with a great piece of hitting. It's a bit high. New Alberta pitcher losing his cap there. He threw the ball with such ferocity that the lid came right off his dome. Here's what I'm talking about. You can see he got the gas. He reared back and he hummed a pill. Swing and a miss.
Vivaldi would like to have that one back again.
Yeah, the pitch was down, and once you commit, hey. Kind of hard to pull that baton back. Got him. Bounced off the mound. I love it.
Wow.
The youngster's got some moxie out there.
Number 10, numero 10, Lincoln Rowe.
All right, back to Lincoln Rose, Peterborough native. He's participated at the Blue Jays prospect game last year.
Two and 0.
Bit of a social butterfly, this Lincoln Rose. Says he wants to place first and meet new people. Well, you're in the right spot there, my friend. Newfoundland and Labrador is all about meeting new people.
That's right. This might be a little bit of a stretch. There might be some that may disagree mightily, but this, to me, is the most friendly province in all of Canada. Newfoundland and Labrador. That's up. 3-1. And us being Blue Noses and the crowd from Universe and being off the island, we'd all like to think that we're right there with our Atlantic Canadian counterparts, New Brunswick, the Maritimes, Newfoundland, Labrador, Atlantic Canada. We may be smaller, but we're mighty. And we know how to live life to its utmost.
If my car broke down in the middle of the night in the middle of a dark highway, I'd want it to be here. Newfoundland and Labrador. There's nice people all across Canada, but it seems like there's...
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. But just here, people do go out of their way to make you feel welcome, and that's just part of being here.
Case in point, how about that Akita warehouse story from yesterday? Yeah, they had found themselves a big warehouse full of fuel and trailers, dry wood, and wildfire looming. They needed drivers, truck drivers, to help them. Over 100 licensed truck drivers showed up to help them out and get that dangerous material out of the way.
There's a ball slapped down the third base line. The Alberta third baseman failing to come up with that. And it'll go down as a base hit, I am sure. The ball was hit that hard and behind the bag almost. That's there you go, flash on the hit, and rightfully so. Good job for the scorekeepers. That's an incredible story, Bill. And that just tells you and gives you folks that are tuned in on CBC Jam that's what it's all about here. 100 trying to help save a business and save lives and help them out in the Paddy's Pond Industrial Park. That's Newfoundland, Labrador. That's kind of part of what we're talking about. Unfortunately, we wish it was a little more sobering.
Yes.
But this is the spot we're in, and it's not a good feeling. But we have full faith in all those determined and hardworking firefighters, both from this province and the others who have offered help. We need them, and we need them more than ever right now. In Ontario, helping out the people of Newfoundland, Labrador by sending 2 water bombers and a bird dog as well. And we're probably going to need more. But there are fires burning elsewhere too. Ball foul back. I gotta say, these little pigeons that have been around are kind of friendly, but man, they're getting closer to us every time.
They're out to get our jobs, Brian.
I just hope that my hat stays intact and I don't have any added color on it by the time I get to the van. Because they're getting closer to coming in here. That was close to being a hit by pitch. The runner taking off to get into second. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And a 6-3.
Now in scoring position as well.
6-3 Ontario. Here's the pitch. That's foul back as well. Ontario first baseman Heindecker looking for something to drive. Here's the 2-2 offering. dearly wanted it, didn't get it.
We have some amateur umpires in the crowd.
They're everywhere. Here we go, full count pitch. Got him. In with a fastball and got the job done to stop any more damage, but Ontario put up a deuce and add to their lead 6-3 for Canada's most populated province. And we're going to step aside here as Alberta will come to the bat in the bottom of the second after this commercial timeout.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
All right, welcome back. 2025 Canada Games broadcasting across the country, and we've got a great game happening here at St. Pat's Ballpark. I'm Bill Hart along with Brian Rogers, broadcasting legend here in these parts and all across the region.
Easy.
Well, that's what you wrote.
You son of a gun. You threw me under the bus on that one.
It's 6-3 for Ontario.
Folks, believe me, I did not write that down.
No,
nor
you
would
did
I
not.
ever.
I'll pay
That's
for that
a real
later.
stretch, I'll tell you that. Oh, my. You're too nice a guy, Bill.
Learning from the best, sir.
Well, it certainly has been an honor to be part of Universal Media Inc. and take this job extremely seriously and enjoy it at the same time and do the best you can. Not looking for any pats in the back, but we've never done this before.
No.
Nor have Bill and I been buddies for a long, long time in the radio industry. We worked together and we worked against each other in the market. But we've always been huge sports fans, and we're always ready for a challenge, and we like to have fun.
Yes. And we've been having a lot of fun here.
It's been just a gas, to say the least. That's going to get into left field as Alberta needs to respond in a hurry. They've already done it the last inning when they played it a pair. And here in the bottom of the fifth, they need to get it going, and they just started in the right direction.
Number 26, Dane Liskey.
So the second baseman, Wayne Liskey. His turn, and there's a ball cranked out to center field. Hit pretty well, way back, and it's off the base of the wall. They should be at second and third here. Long throw coming in, and the shortstop will cut it off, won't make the relay to third. And here come Alberta one more time.
And the Alberta fans are very excited. As you can hear in the background, they have all got bells. Where do they get those bells?
Maybe at Captain Cowbell's store, wherever that might be. Captain Cowbell's Convenience. Is that where you'd pick one up?
You know what? If you told me there's a place here in the city that's called that, I would definitely believe you. I would not be surprised.
You'd believe me, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Because we do have...
If you can buy ugly sticks in this city, and those across Canada who don't know, Google that.
Yeah. If it's foolish and funny, it works on the rock.
That's right.
All righty. So, big at bat coming here for Alberta. Nobody out here. Bottom of the fifth and a big cut. Trying to tie it up right with one swing was Zach McDonald, the first baseman.
And what a guy to have up at the plate with runners on second and third.
Take that pitch inside. that's outside as well. Bill, one thing I've noticed, I'm wondering if you did too, a lot of these, there's a pretty good mixture of right-handers and left-handers.
Yes.
But if you ever are in a golf course in Newfoundland and Labrador, you're going to see 98% of the golfers are southpaws. They hit left.
Really?
I could not believe that working at Glending and our golf course out in Soaklands, Galway. We've had to close, obviously, because of the wildfires, but most of the golfers, and seeing the left-handed hitter, it just kind of brought that point up. There's a ball that is hit extremely well out to left field and over his head. Alberta's going to get to within one, and they're going to have a runner in scoring position. Whoa, Nelly, he's going to put on the brakes at second. And a timely 2-run double, and Alberta's within one again.
This has been so far a very entertaining game, and it's not close to being over yet.
And look who's coming up.
Well, look who's up to bat now.
2 big flies already. Daryl Rodriguez. There's still nobody out here, folks. What a massive comeback here so far for Team Alberta. Never say never.
You know, you watch these teams, you just cannot believe they're 1-2 in their pool.
That's mind-boggling, to be quite honest with you. Well, they've had some tough games, and this is the biggest one so far for both of them. And there's a ball that is cranked out to left field, and he went the opposite way, which was somewhat surprising. But then again, I guess if you got great bat control like Daryl Rodriguez does, albeit his 2 home runs in the contest, that may not come as a surprise.
Number 28, Nuno Vancouver. Owen.
Daryl Rodriguez, while picking up his bat and heading back to the bench, whispered something to Owen Coleman before he took his at-bat. I wonder what that was. Maybe he noticed something about the pitcher. Yeah.
Jump on the first pitch. Nope, wasn't that.
It was not that.
Down. Two and 0, looking for the equalizing run. Foul to play. Owen Kuman still ahead in the count, 2-1, 1 down. Runner at second, tying run out there. Huge at bat with the Alberta catcher. That is down. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike.
I've been trying to figure out which fan is doing that gravelly yell, and it looks like it's coming from the Alberta bench.
Well, they are closest to us. And a base on ball, so runners at first and second with just 1 away here. Trying to inch closer and lock the score here, and it comes down to Matt Getz, the third baseman, with Alex Matchy on the deck circle. 1 away, 2 in, 6-5, Ontario. In the final preliminary round game in Pool A here at St. Pat's Ballpark. And that one is fouled off the plate.
You know, I'm willing to bet that some of these Alberta players probably have roots here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Because I think 1 or 2 have moved from the Rock to Alberta. Probably still live there.
People have done that. Well, Fort McMurray is what, the 3rd largest city in Newfoundland, Labrador? Oh, hit by a pitch, and the bases are full. And are we going to get another mound visit? Nope.
And looks like we will get that mound visit.
So Caleb Dupuis, who took over for Logan Cummings, is going to be paid a visit as Alberta are knocking on the door. The base is full and only one out, trailing by one. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Well, Bill, if we wanted another excellent ball game to call, we certainly have got it.
Oh, yeah.
The lead changing numerous times for Ontario, at least their advantage. We're up by 3 at one point. Now they're only up by 1.
Home runs, stolen bases, some great defensive plays. That's what you want to see in an entertaining ball game like this.
No doubt. But Bill,
and
you're
desperation.
Right. You're absolutely right when you mention Alberta, Newfoundland and Labrador. I mean, there's just so many that have been back and forth between the provinces for work. And then, maybe for life.
Well, I've never been to Alberta, but I'm related to probably 40% of the population there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Which is a call strike.
Which is always good, because if you ever find yourself stranded in Alberta, at least you have someplace to stay. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a good reminder to always talk to your family members. Send them a quick message.
Yeah, like, hey, you don't know me, but I need a place to crash.
Tell them you love them. Send them a ham.
I'm big and I'm always hungry. Oh, and 2. Here comes the clutch pitch. Got him. Struck him out. Big comebacks left. Little visit to the mound. To the chucker Dupuis work. And there's 2 outs here in Alberta. Need a clutch hit right here. And it's left fielder Kane Bishop. Now we're going to get a pinch hitter.
Coming into the game, the batter, the 9th spot of the order.
It's number 34 coming in off the bench.
It's like Jaden Kane.
It is indeed. Let's see if Jaden Kane can play hero for Team Alberta, who do have 2 more licks after this inning. We're in the bottom of the 5th. We play 7.
Jaden Kane doing some last-minute adjustments.
Here's the tying run for Alberta. The ball up to the backstop. And we're tied at 6.
I thought that was a foul tip at first.
I did too, Bill. That's why I didn't say anything. I've been wrong enough.
Here's the replay. No, that's... Yes, it is. Yep.
Here's the tying
show
run.
The pitch itself.
And the runners move up to 2nd and 3rd.
Jaden Kane took a swing, which is why we thought maybe it was a foul tip, but no. Umpire has a much better view than we do. A wild pitch. We have a tie game.
Vicious cut. He just tried to make it 8-6 Alberta. Ooh.
Well, the Alberta fans are getting increasingly louder, while the Ontario fans increasingly quieter. Heads up.
Fouled off the screen. Alberta tied as we head to the top of the 6th here at St. Pat's Ballpark on the final day of men's baseball preliminary action, where the qualifications and the qualifying round beginning tomorrow. It'll take a timeout here from St. Patrick's Ballpark in the searing heat of August 12th, 2025, the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
And good afternoon, welcome back. Bill Hart here with Brian Rogers. 2025 Canada Games, men's baseball, and if you are just tuning in, you picked a good time. We are tied at 6 after 5 innings of play between Ontario and Alberta. And, well, big win. The win is very important, very needed by either one of these teams to get them out of the basement of Pool A. And it's been an entertaining contest so far. Starting things off for Ontario, Kai Howard, designated hitter. Sun-filled, breezy afternoon on the go here in St. John's. And that's a ball going out of play. One ball, one strike. Every at bat here becoming more and more important as runs have been coming at a premium today. So high and inside, ball 2. Ontario using a lot of speed on the bases to get their runs, while Alberta taking advantage of their power. Home runs already, extra base hits. Swing and a strike. 2-2 now. Juan Cruz for Ontario is on deck. He showed a lot of speeds on those base pads earlier. And that's a swing and a strike. 1 out. Juan Cruz now up to bat.
Number 1, you get Juan Cruz.
As mentioned, Juan Cruz showing a lot of speed. Don't be surprised if he lays down a surprise bunt, although I don't think it would be a surprise this late in the game. We've seen just about anything and everything so far from both squads. He's swinging. He misses. Strike 1. Outside. It's 1-1. Another game later on tonight. Much importance for the Pool B. Newfoundland and Labrador is going to be taking on PEI. Undefeated so far at 3-0. Looking to go into the playoffs with a perfect 4-0 record. Juan Cruz calls time. Takes a step out. Contemplates what may be thrown at him next. Alberta defense should be on their toes. As mentioned, this guy's pretty fast. And it's a bunt. There you go. Well, he squared the bunt, did not make any contact. No surprise at all that he was going to do something like that. As Brian and I have alluded to earlier and throughout the entire game, this kid has a lot of speed. Alberta defense will definitely have to be on their toes. Expect anything and everything. Swing away, it's up. And a rush for it on the infield, a pop fly, and it is, he snow coned that a little bit, but it is an out. 2 down now.
Number 7, giving it a set, Will Henderson.
Will Henderson, who has caused a lot of excitement at this ball game today. 2 stolen bases earlier. So Ontario would love to get him one of those base pads. Ball 1. Tied at 6. Top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Ontario, Alberta. A little high. It's ball 2. Lots of sunshine and blue sky. A little breeze blowing across the fields towards left. That's low, and that's ball 3. 3-0 now. 2 outs. Will Henderson being very patient at the plate. A walk would be perfect for Ontario right now, as we just said. He has some fast shoes. And he swings, and it's a hit. It's inside down the left field line. Outfielder picks it up, and he's flying towards second base, and he will stand up with a double. Will Henderson doing what he's been doing just all game, using his speed.
Number 18,
Christian Iriotakis up now with Will on second base. 2 outs. Well, we won't assume much. We will safely say that a single could probably score Will Henderson from second, based on what we've seen so far. Outside, ball 1. Will Henderson not shy about taking a big lead off of second. Keeping a close eye on the second baseman as well for a possible pickoff. It looks like they're just going to concentrate on the batter. The pitch outside, it's ball 2. Looks like it's 1 ball and 1 strike at 2 out according to the scoreboard. That was definitely outside, ball 2. 2-1, 2 outs, tied at 6. Top of the 6th inning, runner on second for Ontario. Will Henderson taking a big lead off second. Swing and a strike. It's 2-2 now. Winner of this game will improve to 2-2, increasing their chances of making it even further in the playoffs at the 2025 Canada Games. Oh, and the crowd didn't like that call. Little outside, up says it's now 3-2, 2 out. You like dramatic baseball? Here we go. Lined up, here's the pitch. And it's outside, ball 4, runners on first and second for Ontario. 2 outs. Ramsey Chung coming up to the plate. He's had himself a pretty good game today as well. A little meeting of the minds. Pitcher's mound, the pitcher and the catcher. Got 2 runners on, 1 on second, very, very fast. Discussing a little bit of strategy, perhaps. And they're on the edge of their seat, leaning forward. And that's strike 1. One strike, 2 outs, tied at 6. Ontario, Alberta. Two teams trying to get out of the basement of Pool A. And that's popped up. Infield. Shortstop under it. And it's caught. That does it. To the top of the 6th, we're even at 6, going to the bottom of 6. We're seeing 6 a lot here. Alberta coming up to bat next.
Boys and girls, budgeting, baseball broadcaster Bill Hart, Coast 101.1, St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Nothing else needs to be said. A fantastic job by William.
Where the heck were you?
I was letting you do your thing, baby. And we'll be back with more right after this commercial timeout.
Nous vivons tous un moment, une expérience qui allume notre flamme.
A starting block that launches your dreams, your will to push harder and go faster.
That opens your eyes to new possibilities and to see the potential within.
De se laisser emporter par un mouvement.
It's about the camaraderie and the memories made along the way.
It's empowering, a springboard to something greater.
Qui propulse notre amour du jeu encore plus loin.
Where chasing the thrill of victory propels you beyond the finish line and towards greatness.
That's the Canada Games.
Votre moment, il est ici, maintenant.
We see your eyes.
And we're back here at St. Pat's Ballpark. I want to thank my cohort in crime for doing an outstanding job. I'm trying to get them warmed up for basketball for the next 3 days up at Memorial University. You sounded awesome, Bill. You did a great job. But you know the game, and I was fully anticipating a great job, and you did just that, bud. Proud of you.
Just getting ready for the Summer Games to return to St. John's in the year 2076.
Yes, and I would say by that time, you'll be ready to take over the air chair. I got 70. I don't know how much time I got left. I mean, I hope there's lots of years. I want to see my granddaughter grow up and play sports or dance or sing or play the piano or the violin.
With science like it is, we'll probably just be heads floating in a vat of water or liquid anyway. So we'll be still broadcasting.
Wow. Can you imagine? Good job. Bottom of 6 in a 6-6 tie. Alberta, Ontario, one trying to survive. And there's a check swing, but it's going to be called strike 1. Cone Miller, shortstop. And here's the pitch. High chopper, great play, throw to first, in time. What a spectacular play by the Ontario third baseman. That was Lincoln Rose, and that was beautiful.
That was big league good right there.
Wow.
Corralling that ball was difficult enough, but to get that throw across the field in time?
That was brilliant. Man, these young men putting on a show here at St. Pat's Ballpark. We've seen a little bit of this, a little bit of that in pretty well every game that we've called. And this is our 7th in the 2 days that we've been at St. Pat's. We'll get games 8 and 9 on Saturday. The final day of competition for men's baseball 2025 Canada Summer Games. And then the ladies will take the stage for the first time ever in Canada Games history as baseball, women's baseball, will make its debut. Newfoundland and Labrador, coached by Mark Healy and Troy Croft and many others.
Very excited
take on
for that.
BC, and that's going to be fun too, Bill. We were right back here in the air chair on that Sunday night. It'll be a full production for the pregame show, and hopefully Jada Lee, who got everything off and running for young female baseball players across the country, will make an appearance. Really excited to see the gals baseball. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, they've been training. They've
so
been working
enjoyable. And finally, they get to go to the stage and show everyone what they can do.
See, I'm a big fan of women's sports in particular because so many girls for a certain generation were told that you can't do that. You're a girl.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Changed an awful lot. And I mean, hey, let's face it. When you look around now in this day and age, most of the time you have a lady.
Professional women's hockey league's taken off.
I mean, Major League Baseball introduced a female umpire. It's great that they break down the barriers. There's no need for it. So let's make it equal. Good vibes only, and we'll get lots of that. Here at the Canada Games, there's a ball ripped out to right field. That is going to clear the right fielder's head. Alberta's going to take the lead here. A stand-up double, and it's 7-6 for the Westerners.
He got all of that.
Great piece of hitting right there. Dane Liskey with a rocket RBI double to give Alberta its first lead of the ball game. And a mound visit. Keep an eye on the head coach as he's looking back. And he's going to the bullpen. So Ontario, who are sitting pretty here for the early parts of this ball game, had himself a healthy 6-3 lead. And now trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's still only 1 out.
Yeah, I will say this. It is surprising to see Ontario at the bottom of Pool A right now, fighting for their playoff lives. Because Ontario traditionally always been a active gold medal participant. Now, with that being said, they are winning a lot of medals currently in other sports and such. But
well, they'll probably dominate, to be quite honest with you. You never know. But I mean, BC and Ontario, Quebec, they all find ways to just produce incredible athletes, and they run the count in the medals.
But PEI,
that's great. 4-0 out there at the Brad Gushue Complex in Mount Pearl. If it wasn't for the situation that we're facing, because you and I both live in communities just in the western outskirts of St. John's, the city of Mount Pearl, town of Paradise, that fire, if it wasn't for that, I'd be down watching Newfoundland, Labrador, and PEI tonight down at a ballpark that I'm very familiar with.
Yeah.
In the Gushue Park, because our Mount Pearl men's slow pitch softball league plays out of there.
There's probably going to be a big crowd there tonight.
Well, there'll be a huge crowd there.
Has been well supported all the games we've seen so far. And women's softball, men's baseball.
Yep. Well, it's been terrific. I'm just thinking, though, about the air quality, obviously, out in Mount Pearl. We're kind of dealing with some stuff. But anyways, the Ready to Alert has already been issued. That was a long time ago. This morning, Glendenning Golf Course shut down. All the employees told to return to their families. And it's such a beautiful golf course. I mean, there's so many things that are out there that we just hope is going to still be there. Not to paint a dire picture, but we need help. We really do.
I'll tell you this, when all these fires are out, we'll never take it for granted again.
And I mean, it's, it's becoming frustrating for Premier John Hogan of Newfoundland and Labrador. Keeps saying to people, be smart. But the regional fire departments are dealing with just unbelievable. Oh, that hit him in the head. Humped on the top of the helmet. And Alberta's got runners at first and second with 1 out.
And situations like that, thank goodness for batting helmets.
Wow.
Whoa.
Zach McDonald, the first baseman, he appears to be okay.
Yeah, he seems to be fine.
Yeah. It's funny that anybody didn't check to say, hey, how many fingers? Right?
He probably just waved them off.
Yeah. Here's Daryl Rodriguez, who's homered twice in this ball game, and Alberta trying to punch a ticket into the qualifying round in a must-win game of come all the way back and have the lead. And here's their big hitter, and he took a vicious rip, trying to send that into the St. John sky and out of here, and he didn't miss it by much. So Daryl Rodriguez
at the plate. Yeah, Brody Bata is up on the mound for Ontario. Imagine, you plunk a player, and you obviously didn't do it on purpose, but now you're facing a guy who's already had 2 home runs this game.
Yeah. And if there were 2 outs, I'd say they would have put him aboard.
Yes.
But with 1 away, he'll get an opportunity to swing away. And he does, and he drills it up the middle. That's definitely going to plate 1. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's high, it's up the ladder, and they don't get it. They just missed him. Waiting for Tony Siemens to make his call at home plate. That's a massive run for Alberta. And there's a lot of Newfoundland Labrador fans that are probably enjoying this with our friends from out west.
But how about Daryl Rodriguez? What a game he's having today.
Mr. Clutch. D-Rod.
Number 28, minute of entry, Owen Kumar.
And I can tell you one thing, as a diehard Yankee fan, embarrassed by A-Rod, the fraud. Anyways, there's a real ball player there, the D-Rod.
The D-Rod.
Yeah, never mind the A-Rod.
I like it.
No place for cheaters, especially in a game this great. The great game of baseball, right? Which is unfortunately coming off the rails at the MLB level, but watching the Canada games, oh baby, this has been so special. Here's the pitch. That's high.
You watch these players, you start to follow these players, and if they do play some college baseball, all of a sudden, you're going to want to watch some college ball and see some of these players that you can say, I saw them play in Newfoundland.
Here's the pitch. That's hot. 3-0. Just still 1 out. Alberta's got a pair, and they're looking for more. Before Ontario comes to the plate in the top of the 7th. That's in there. Taking all the way. Over to catcher Owen Kumam. Waiting on a 3-1 offering. Here's the pitch. It's out. Bases loaded. So Matthew gets the Alberta third baseman, Bill, getting a crack here with only 1 away. And the catcher will take his time and head out to the mound to have a chat with the Ontario reliever.
The Hatters from Medicine Hat leaning in now. One of their own up at the plate.
Could be the ball game right here. Here's the pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Strike 1. Cranked, and will it find a hole? It does. They're not going to get him. Not a run's going to score. The Alberta first base coach, 2 runs will score. Alberta had 2. Ball almost got out to the outfield. Great job of the second baseman to corral it, but he could not get the throw over in time. Cleanly enough, a minor collision, and the first base coach for Alberta almost go coco bonked with that baseball.
Number 25,
so there's Rodriguez, who's had the big game for Alberta scoring.
That was a desperate play from Ontario, but unfortunately did not pay off.
Yep.
Even if they got the out, a run was still going to score.
That appeared to be a couple, and it is. 10-6.
Look at the lead on second base. See if he does it again. I mean, obviously the second baseman is playing close in, but he's halfway between second and third.
Chop back to the mound, coming home, and we'll get the Alberta
that was the right play.
runner. So there's 2 down here, but Alberta has done enough damage here to feel comfortable about going into the top of the 7th, and they're not done yet. Runner at first and third with 2 away. Alberta not pleased after a loss this morning. They come back here with full vengeance and got their bats going, Bill, and they punched out 11 hits, including a pair of homers and a RBI double from Daryl Rodriguez, who's got at least 3, maybe 4 ribbies today.
Yeah. Jaden Kane would love to get a nice little pop here.
Player of the Game award for Alberta. That is going to get to Frack. Another run scores. And it's 11-6.
One thing I've noticed about all these teams competing at the Canada Games, they will capitalize on the other teams' mistakes. A lot of these games were decided based solely on that. I mean, Newfoundland and Labrador losing a game with 4 errors. I mean, it'll happen.
Yeah. Have you seen a little bit of this, a little bit of that, as we've mentioned before, but loving the way the game's played. The right way. And here comes the pitch, and that's outside.
And that's the positive spin on all this, too. We've seen some good old school baseball. The way we used to watch it when we were kids. The future looks bright for Canada when it comes to baseball, future stars.
Tony Siemens looking in toward the Ontario dugout. Good cut. Jaden Kane had a home run on his mind on that cut.
Well, with a 5-run lead, you have many options, and I'm sure the coach says you do what you feel is right.
Pitch on the outside corner. And Alberta put up a 5 spot and lead 11-6 as we head to the 7th. It'll be last kick of the can for Team Ontario. And we'll step aside, take a timeout here. Let the game and the broadcast breathe a little bit. Show you a few replays of that uprising that has got our Western friends all the way back and beyond, trailing 6-3 at one point, and there you're getting a look at how it all came to be.
Welcome back to the 2025 Canada Games. Men's baseball, Ontario, Alberta. Alberta had a big inning in the 6th. 5 runs, breaking a 6-6 tie. They lead 11-6. Ontario needs 5 runs to tie, 6 to win, and to escape the bottom of the Pool A standings.
Pitch ripped right at the third baseman. Diving stop. And one away. And Alberta start to show a wee bit of swagger.
Love the defense that I'm seeing on this field today.
As Matthew gets with a outstanding play at third on a rocket hit down the line. One down. Pitch called strike one. So Ontario down to their final 2 outs here, trailing 11-6. That's ripped, and that's going to be snuffed out, and it's an out. Great defensive play. Both corners of the diamond were close to the other corner. Being first base, the second baseman flawlessly played that perfectly. Had a funky little carom and heaved her over in time, and now Ontario was down to its final out here at St. Pat's in the final preliminary game of Pool A. And it's up to Lincoln Rose to keep it going. Oh, and he got hit. So Ontario with the base runner.
Number 13, Clark Steinbecker.
Steinbecker stepping in, the Ontario first baseman. Trying to keep this alive for Ontario. And Alberta on their booty toes are ready to celebrate this win. But they'll be looking for more, and there's a ball punched out to left field, and that is going to be the ball game. And now Alberta in spectacular fashion got on the sticks, and they had the mix to put it all together and come out winners here in this must-win game. Ontario will fall to 1-3. Not sure of what will be in store for our Ontario neighbors, but Alberta evens the record at 2-2. And there's a lot of emotion between Alberta and Ontario. All sportsmanship, and keep that in mind for sure, because that's what the games are all about.
Both teams for a game well played.
Now it's been a long day as the teams will exchange handshakes. And again, I want to thank the great job by the Universum Media Inc. crew here at St. Pat's Ballpark, led by our producer, Curtis Cujo McDonald, and you'll see replays of how this unfolded here through the game. Thanks to Cameron Chick, alias Cam, TJ Cook, our very own from Newfoundland and Labrador, and Gordon Johnson as well in the truck. And wonderful camera work by Travis Perot, Lloyd McDonald, Nicole Mazer, who is on the remote, and Big Dog, Quentin Fisher did an outstanding job. You all did, and it's been so much fun to work with you. And hopefully we'll get another opportunity come Saturday when Bill and I will return to St. Pat's Ballpark for the gold medal game, but preceded by the bronze medal game at 3 o'clock, keeping a close look at that to see who is going to be advancing. So on behalf of Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers, and a good early Tuesday evening from St. Pat's Ballpark, part of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.